Alright, so you want to get into lightsabers, do ya? Let me make a polite suggestion, since I am Canadian and polite is our modus operandi. I present to you Darth Revan's lightsaber. Now, this is my go-to for introductory people getting into lightsabers. It's made by LGT. It's got a great little core that does a lot of things. I only have one gripe about this core. Now, it's an RGB, which means it's a baselit. You can get this in NeoPixel or something. I'm not a NeoPixel guy, so you have to ask somebody else or watch somebody else's video. But I think this is a great place to start, especially if you don't know what you're going to do with lightsabers. Now, I like dueling. That's my primary reason for owning lightsabers. This is a pretty good lightsaber for dueling. You know, it's got indexing, so you know where you are. You can use multiple hands on it because it's long enough. There's nothing up here that's going to get you. The only part that's sharp is these little edges right here. They're catching my blacksmith fingers, so you know that they're going to catch everybody else. So I would take a little file and just clean those up, or emery cloth or sandpaper, depending on what you have. Preferably a higher grit, like 240 or 400 or something like that. You just want to take the edge off and then take a black felt marker and get rid of the silver line, unless you like the distressed look. But I do love this lightsaber. This is a really cheap, nice introduction into lightsabers. I got this one from CR Sabers out in Chilliwack when I passed through. I've had it about a year. I've only used it dueling once, and we were dueling in the really bad cold, so I think it kind of ran out of power just because the battery froze. So I'm kind of hoping it's not a regular problem, but you can get it in NeoPixel, I believe, and this one is baselit RGB. So it's better for dueling. Now, if you want to get into cosplay, it's a great, easy cosplay. Revan is not the hardest character to cosplay, and he went through an entire video game where you can change around the way that the character looks. So nobody's going to get mad at you and give you guff if you do something with the character that's not canon. But even his canon outfit is pretty easy to do. You just have to get the helmet mask thing. That's the only really difficult part, and everything else is just kind of cloth that's been folded around. So I've seen some really cheap but perfectly adequate cosplays of him. And then if you want this on a shelf, you know, that reflects beautifully. It's a great little piece. You want to do flow, it's great for that, and actually this will be less of a problem for flow than it would be for dueling. In dueling, you're more likely to hit it, so I would adjust those for if dueling is going to be your main purpose. So that's my suggestion. I like going into CR Sabers because you can actually feel and hold it in the store, and there's something to be said about feeling the balance and everything. You know, if you're going to be using it to defend yourself in battles with your buddies, it's nice to know that the saber you're getting actually fits your purposes. So the only thing that kind of sucks for display is this is a fingerprint magnet. You just got to clean it a bunch if that's what you're worried about. I think this is an all-around great introductory lightsaber. My one gripe about the core, which is true of all these C-port cores that have Bluetooth on them, is if you want an unstable blade, your red blade becomes a pink blade. Now, it's great if you like pink. I am a blacksmith. I'm not afraid to wear pink, but I want my blade red because I'm an evil so-and-so. You know, if you want a blue blade, it's all of a sudden the light blue. You can't go dark blue. I like the extremes. You know, those are the only two colors I use. I hope they fix that at some point. I'm not sure why it does that. This is also a pretty easily customizable core. Couple parts that are hard to do with it. Like this section, I tried to unscrew it, but I think it's glued in despite being separate pieces. So if you've been able to get that off, please just give me a message or leave a comment and I will fix the video. But this is, for my money, the best place to start. Thank you. This is the way. If you can't enjoy yourself, enjoy someone else.
Hey, this is Josh from Star Wars Escape Pod, the podcast. Come and check us out weekly everywhere you find podcasts. May the Force be with you.